Mavin.
Welcome one and all to this edition of
Mavin.
I'm your host, Trevor Tibet. Now we all know about the World Cup fever and what is happening in Brazil this year in 2014. But like me and you, there's some players who are just sitting at home watching the football and they're thinking to themselves, I have the quality to be able to be there. Why am I not playing? So during the course of this segment, I'll be looking at the top 5 African players who want to be participating in this World Cup. Who are the players who are missing out? So I have a list of 5 players from across Africa who I think, with their quality, deserve at least to be participating. So first on the list is my homeboy from Nairobi, Kenya.
Richmond grew to whip it in, and Victor Wanyama has scored! That moment when a dream becomes reality! Celtic have only gone and taken the lead against Barcelona again!
Well, we always thought they might be suspect from set pieces, and boy, does Victor Wanyama make them pay here. Started in a reasonably...
Victor Wanyama, Premier League player who plays for Southampton, has been terrific this season. Although has been plagued with some injuries since his move from Celtic. I think he's in the latter part of the season he showed his quality. And one thing I like about Victor Wanyama, or a couple of things actually I like about Victor Wanyama, is his pace, stamina, his vision, and his composure on the ball. I mean, his strength, he's good in the air. He's probably a complete midfielder. He's still very young at 22 years of age, still has a lot of growth to do. But a lot of people have compared him to players like Michael Essien or John Obi Mikel. And hopefully he'll be able to get to that level as he continues in his development. A lot of teams have been interested in him as a result of his good performances in Southampton. Teams like Tottenham, Inter Milan have all been interested in getting him in, but I think he will stay because he just signed on from Celtic. But he's a terrific player and one for the future to watch out. Now, fourth on the list is a former African player of the year.
Townsend, qui a vu l'appel dans le dos de la défense de Jermaine Defoe. Taylor fait l'effort pour rattraper Jermaine Defoe, mais Defoe peut centrer. Adebayor, c'est sous la barre. Le but d'Emmanuel Adebayor pour ouvrir le score à White Hart Lane. Il est clairement le symbole pour Tottenham de l'après André Villas-Boas.
His name is Emmanuel Adebayor. We know all about him. Height, pace, quality on the ball, terrific finisher. He played in 2006 World Cup for Togo. Terrific player. He's good in the air. He has everything. He has all the qualities that we would want. He's coming to the twilight years of his career. He's about 30 years old now. And he has not very much to give. But you never know. African players usually tend to peak even during when they're over 30. Case in point, Roger Miller, Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba. So don't count him out just yet. But he'll be one thinking, I deserve to win the World Cup. He had a terrific season for Tottenham. Initially had been benched even by the reserves. Played for the under-18s when Andres Villas-Boas was still at the helm of Tottenham, but now ended with a bang for Team Sherwood's boys when he scored over 10 goals for Tottenham, and he's a terrific player. We'll know about his quality, and he's a player we'll be thinking, I wish I could play in this World Cup. Third on the list is a man from Senegal. Pace, power, great in the air, plays for Chelsea.
He's counting down the minutes until Torres comes on for him. Now Ramirez. Hazard. In towards Bar. He's got 2. And Chelsea have 4. And they are well and truly already into the 4th round of the FA Cup.
His name is Demba Ba. Demba Ba is a terrific player. He didn't play as much this year for Chelsea. Didn't score as many goals. Did score some important goals in the Champions League and in the Premier League. But he's still a terrific player, I think. He's one player who'll be thinking that I deserve to be playing the World Cup. There was lots of competition this year for a place, a starting place at Chelsea with players like Torres and Samuel Eto'o. But Demba Ba, I think, is a player who will be thinking to himself, Senegal should be in the World Cup. He has the quality to be able to lead them. So hopefully, 4 years from now, he'll get the opportunity to be able to participate in the World Cup showpiece. Now, second on the list, it was a close second, it was very close to becoming first, is a young man from, not a young man, but a terrific young player, an upcoming player, a late bloomer rather, is Mehdi Benatia from Morocco. Absolutely terrific player, plays for Roma.
وبكامل محيطها في اللقطة الماضية محاولة ملعوبة في منطقة الجزاء جول 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 يعيشك يا ولد الله الله يا بن عطية الله الله يا بن عطية ينافس هدافين الكالتشيو.
Had a wonderful season for the runners-up. Was unfortunate not to get the Scudetto, but he was one immense rock for a wonderful campaign from Roma. He should be one player that should definitely be playing. Reports suggest that Bayern Munich have just offered Roma a massive £28 million to sign him. He's one player that definitely deserves to be in the World Cup. He has composure, pace, great head of the ball. I mean, terrific player. He should be probably playing for one of the marquee sides in Europe. He should be playing for Barcelona, Bayern Munich, a Chelsea, one of those sides, a Champions League side. He'll be playing Champions League football if he stays at Roma, most definitely. But he definitely deserves to be up top. Terrific player, Mehdi Benatia, all the way from Morocco. Now, my first player on the list was very close, first and second, between Mehdi Benatia and this player. But I think for me, this player has everything that you could dream of in a striker. Pace, power, he can handle the ball, technical ability, his presence, he's a terrific player. I don't know how to describe him. He's the heir to Robert Lewandowski, who just moved to Bayern Munich. His name is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's speedy. The first time I saw him was playing for Gabon in the African Cup of Nations in 2012. And he was just terrific. He used to play for Monaco initially, before moving to Saint-Etienne. And then now he moved to Borussia Dortmund, had a terrific season with them in his first season. And I think there are even bigger things for him coming up this season, since he'll be given the leading role as a striker in replacing Robert Lewandowski. So, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, terrific player, one player for the future. He's still quite young at the age of, I think, 24, 25. He still has a lot of work to do, and I think he'll become one of Africa's legends, one of Africa's best players. And he's one player who'll be sitting at home and saying, I should be playing the World Cup, most definitely.
Mavin.
So, this has been the top 5 African players who'll be missing out on the showpiece in Brazil. I'll tell you, sitting home at home right now and saying, I should be there, I wish I was there. So, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. This has been African Perspective. I'm your host, Sharaki Bat.